Hey Arc of New Jersey, it's Matthew Lacasio with IHT, back with another weekly edition of helpful health tips and exercises for you guys. Hope you're all having a wonderful week. We have had gorgeous weather, amazing weather, so making up for what was a pretty hot summer, but this last week and a half, 2 weeks has been awesome. I hope you're able to take advantage of it. Get outside, go for a nice walk if you can. There's a lot of great ways to exercise outside and to get steps in, and it makes it so much easier when the weather's nice. So if you get a chance, hopefully you guys get to go outside and enjoy it. If you can't take advantage of the outside, or you want to do some extra things inside to better your health, we're going to go over 3 different dumbbell variations today of full body exercises, meaning I'm going to show you things you can do that incorporate legs, arms, and core into exercises using these dumbbells. As always, guys, with any of the exercises that we go over, make sure you feel comfortable doing it. Make sure that you feel like you're doing it properly, safely, and effectively. If you don't feel like you're doing all 3 of those things, please rewatch the video. Make sure you've got the forms down. Make sure you understand the descriptions. If it still doesn't feel right, then you can reach out to us at IHT at any time. We're here to help and make sure that you're doing the exercises right, so you can get results, and even more importantly, so that you're staying safe and you're not going to hurt yourself. You can reach us at 908-875-3241. info@inhometrainermatt.com is the email, and inhometrainermatt.com is the website. You can reach us through the contact portal. Without further ado, let's go over these 3 exercises, and I'm going to describe them as I go along here. Do your best to pay attention to the form as you're listening to me describe them. The first one we're going to do, we're going to put our feet about shoulder width apart, and what we're going to do is we're going to bend at the knees. We're going to drop the butt down almost like we're sitting in a chair. We're going to allow the back and the butt, the back to just lean a little bit forward naturally. We don't want to fight natural position of the body as we do this, and I'll show you what I mean as I start here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squat down, and I'm going to do a bicep curl at the same time I squat, and then I'm going to release the squat and release the curl. So with the squat form, real quick as I turn to the side here, you'll see as I bend, see how my back naturally just comes forward a little bit as my butt drops? That's okay, as long as you're not leaning totally forward like you're bowing to, the Queen of England. As long as you're able to maintain proper hip alignment and balance, that's totally fine. As far as the squats go, and you guys know this, I've told many stories about my right knee. You see I'm very limited in how far I can go. Go to where you feel comfortable, guys. And as far as the curl goes, we're just keeping our elbows tucked in, and we're just doing a natural bicep curl where we bring the weight right to the tops of the shoulder there, basically. So we're just moving from the elbow down. We're just bringing with the palms facing in towards the arms. Again, from the side here, just to give you a different angle. You can see just a simple bicep curl. It is important you keep those elbows tucked in. Otherwise, you're going to get shoulder impingement instead of bicep growth and movement there. So again, knees bent, hips aligned. I'm looking down. My feet are in line with my shoulders, and I'm just bending. I'm dropping that butt and coming up. Dropping that butt, curling, coming up. I'm breathing out on the way down, in through the nose on the way up. Out on the way down, in through the nose on the way up. Last one, guys. Out. Very good. Guys, I would aim for about anywhere from 6 to 10 of those to start. You can, again, Do 2 to 3 sets. I'm using just 5-pound weights right now for these curls. Honestly, if you're used to doing curls, I would do about half the weight you normally do to start with. Remember, this full body hybrid exercise. So there you're working all the leg muscles with the squats, you're working the biceps with the arms, the core's working because you're doing both upper and lower body. So start light, don't do too many reps, and make sure you got the form down first. The next one we're going to do, now we're going to transition from a squat to a deadlift. So what we're going to do, the weights are out in front of me, knees slightly bent. Now I am going to bend down and forward. So I'm going to drop my butt. My butt's going to poke out as I just drop the waist down a little bit. And then I'm going to come up, normal deadlift. But once I come up, I'm raising the weights right to the chest, right to the nipple line. So down, up, make sure you come all the way up, poke that chest out, bring the shoulder blades back, and right to there. All right, now out in front, feet, the bottom of your leg should look the same as the squats, the feet, everything, hips should be aligned the same. It's just the movement on the way down, and of course raising the weights. See that right to, actually that time I went a little high with it. As far as raising the weights, once you come all the way up and you raise them, you're just keeping them in. Again, you can see here, I'm not bringing them out here and coming up. We're keeping them in, right to chest. So I should look across and see my elbows even, on an even plane, and back down. Very simple arm movement. Nice and slow. If you do this fast, you're going to hurt your lower back. I can't say it plainer than that. You got to do the deadlift slow. All these exercises are meant to be done slow, deadlifts especially. This one we want to breathe in on the way down, out through the mouth on the way up. Let's do 2 more. And last one. Beautiful. All right, guys. Last one we're going to do here. This one is a toe raise and a shoulder press. This one we do simultaneously. So as I come up on my toes, I'm going to raise the weights over my head. Shoulder presses are always, you're isolating a small muscle group, joints that are easy to hurt if you do the wrong way or you do it too fast. So be very, very careful while doing this, and it does involve balance. So make sure you're comfortable with the balance aspect. Do some toe raises like this before you even try the shoulder movement. Make sure that you can do that comfortably before you try. If you don't feel like you can keep your balance doing that, best to skip this exercise because it's comboing the toe raise with the shoulder press, making it 2, probably even 3 times more difficult than a normal toe raise. So what you're going to do, I'm going to start with my weights right at shoulder level. Arms out, almost like a bent L, and then we're going to raise up on our toes and press the weights over our head and back down. So as I come up with the weights, I'm coming up on my toes. You don't have to go on your tippy toes, just what they call the balls of your feet, which are the fronts of your feet. Drop the heel back down. As long as the heel gets off the ground with the toe raise, that's good enough. Up and then back down. I'm breathing out on the way up. In through the nose on the way down. Notice I'm only going back down to my shoulders. We're not bringing the weights down here. We're only going back down to here. Out. In. Out. In. Nice and slow. Again, come up onto your toes and back down. Up onto your toes or the fronts of your feet and back down. Let's do 2 more. Again, breathe out on the way up. In on the way down. See how I'm doing this nice and slow, just like the exercises? You do this too fast, you're going to fall forward, you're going to lose your balance, and it can get very dangerous, especially holding weights. Remember that. Slow and steady wins the race, guys, with all of these. So there you're working your shoulders, you're working your calves. Again, full body exercises here. Anytime you do that, you're incorporating the core. These are 3 great exercises that give you, again, upper and lower body work, and are a great way to get a full body workout in. Just again, I cannot preach enough to be careful with these exercises, to start light with the weight or do it with no weight and just use arm movement, and to do it slowly. Don't worry about how many reps, don't do too many. Just do it nice and slow, get comfortable with the exercise, and you can slowly grow from there. And again, if you have any questions about these exercises, if you're not sure if you're doing it right, or if you're not sure if it feels right, feel free to reach out to us, info@inhometrainermatt.com, inhometrainermatt.com through the contact portal, and of course, via telephone at 908-875-3241. Go back and re-watch this if you're going to do these exercises. Watch it a couple times, make sure you got them down, and then mimic along without the weights first. And from there you can try it, and hopefully, able to do them. And if so, you're going to get a great workout in. Just again, be careful with it, because you can't work out if you're hurt. So safety is always our number 1 priority. I will see you guys next Friday. You have Kristen this Friday. Have a lot of fun with that, doing yoga. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. Have a great week. Go outside and enjoy the weather if you can. And as always, Ark, I will see you guys very soon. Love working with you. Love seeing you last week. Have a great week.